Hey guys, OG Albine here, bringing you guys our AP Little Cup Wi-Fi Season 4 Week 2 battle against Vizually and his Antarctic Aegislashes. I'm sure you know who he is, but if you don't, definitely go check him out in the description below. But yeah, we started off Week 1 with a dub against SV Tornado. If you haven't checked out that game, definitely go check it out. It will be in a playlist on the channel. And hopefully in the description below, unless I forget to put it there. And if I did, yell at me, I'll put it there. But we have a very scary matchup, a very scary team that we're going up against this week. But let's go ahead and jump into a quick little team review just so you can see what we're bringing, why we're bringing all this stuff, so you have background knowledge going into the match. But it'll be a very quick one. This is a little bit. So our team, if you did forget, consists of Salandit, Dreepy, Chinchou, Vullaby, Paltoy, Eevee, Binacle, Snover, Cubchoo, and Yamask. While our opponent's team consists of Joltik, Woobat, Pawniard, Goldeen, Krogunk, Pumpkaboo, Dewpider, Azurill, Litwick, and Bonsly. Now, right off the bat, biggest threats, Pawniard I don't have switches to. I just really don't have switches to Pawniard, unfortunately. Another very big threat to us as well is going to be a Nasty Plot Krogunk. A very scary versus our team with the Vacuum Wave priority. Our team is very weak to that fighting plus dark coverage. Like, very weak to it. We have pivots into the fighting and the ghost. I mean, the poison. But not really much so that plus Dark Pulse. So we got to be careful about that. Woobat can be scary if it gets out of hand, but we do have Vullaby right here, which can obviously take it on. Dewpider, don't really switch into it, and webs are very annoying. So let's go ahead and jump into the team we got, though. First off, we got Abdul the Vullaby rocking out the Berry Juice, Weak Armors, its ability, Dark Pulse, Air Slash, Heat Wave, and Nasty Plot. This thing is here to win the game, honestly. It does really well. If we can proc a Weak Armor Juice to pop, and we can get up a Nasty Plot, there really isn't anything on my opponent's team that can take this on. Especially once we break Sturdies, we break Sashes, things like that. This should honestly just win the game on its own, provided we hit our Air Slashes and Heat Waves. Next up, we got Dr. Dreidel, the Baltoy, rocking out with the Culver Berry, Levitate its ability, Scorching Sands, Ice Beam, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rock. Now, this thing is here to potentially lure a Pawniard. Ice Beam hits the Pumpkaboo, which can potentially spin block us, which is nice. It's here to give us spin as well, so that we don't just, you know, lose to webs or like let webs go up free, which is obviously really nice. It's a good Bonsly check as well, which is really nice. So it might be our lead if I do end up seeing said Bonsly. And it's just a really solid Pokemon in this matchup overall, just to kind of blanket check a lot of things, lure the Pawniard and maybe get a burn on it, or if it's chipped, do a lot of damage to it. Oh, and it's also a very good Krogunk check. Next up, we got Salandit rocking out the Heavy Duty Boots, Corrosion is its ability, Fake Out, Flamethrower, Sludge Wave, and Will-O-Wisp. Now, this thing is here to kind of serve as a decent revenge killer to a lot of things. Fake Out is to break Sturdy on the Bonsly if we do end up going up against that, or like a Sash Dewpider. This might also be a potential lead on our end. And the Boots are to where we don't have to worry about rocks going up, we don't have to worry about potential webs, just so we can have something faster to revenge a lot of the really scary threats on my opponent's team. Next up, we got Binacle rocking out the Eviolite, Tough Claws, its ability, Shell Smash, Rock Blast, Liquidation, and Earthquake. This is another great potential late game win con. Dual Stabs plus EQ, massacre my opponent's team. Like, absolutely go crazy here. So if we can find the opportunity to set that up, as my dog totally barks in the background, I apologize. We could be in a good spot. Let's hurry up and finish this then. Then next up, we got our Yamask rocking out the Culver Berry Mummy as its ability, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, Destiny Bond, and Psychic. It's a decent lure for the Krogunk, trying to get a +2 Dark Pulse off on us, which is really nice. And Psychic for Shadow Ball hits my opponent's team pretty hard. And then Will-O-Wisp is obviously for the Pawniard. And then lastly, we have Chinchou, Snowy, goodness, with the Eviolite, Voltazor's ability, Volt Switch, Ice Beam, Scald, and Toxic. Just a great bulky pivot in this game. Very annoying for my opponent to switch into. Ice Beam is for things like Pumpkaboo, obviously, and then Dual Stats hit everything minus Goldeen, which we can Toxic and stuff like that, or get a Scald Burn on. So that's gonna be the team. I'll be right back with the match. Alright guys, here we are with the battle. Let's see what he elected to bring versus us. So there are the webs. Not a good time. Okay, so we have Joltik, we have Azu, we have no Pumpkaboo, which is nice. We have Pawniard, we got Goldeen, we got Litwick, and we got Dewpider. Okay, now what do we want to lead off with off the rip? Part of me really wants to lead off with Salandit. I feel like it gives me the best odds overall. Their only rocker is going to be Pawniard, so that makes me think it's probably rocks, just because of the fact that I do have a Vullaby, and, you know, rocks being up for that thing is really nice, so I could see that potentially being you know, a potential nuisance for my opponent. I'm going to lead off with my Salandit, and I'm going to try and fake out into click button, basically. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, as they are definitely still selecting the lead and all that good stuff. Wow, if it's Eviolite Dupiter, we do no types of damage. Wow, that's actually really sad, the amount of damage we do. We'll be able to tell right off rip, though, if it is Evia, or if it is, like, Berry Juice or Sash or something, which I think is really nice. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. We gotta remember we can't Will-O-Wisp it either. If it's like a Sash lead Joltik as well, we can fake out into Flamethrower, which I think is very important, but I really do expect a Dupiter lead. They just don't deal with it very well, in all honesty. So we'll see. I wanted to be Water Resort for it, but I couldn't. So that is a lead Pawniard. That's a lead I'm actually kind of for. I'm not too upset with that. Let's see. Life Orb Sucker Punch does not KO us, so what I think I can do is just throw off a really free Flamethrower. If it's Sash, it's Sash. Maybe I should have faked out, but I do expect to pivot out, just because, like, I could also be Sash myself. So I'm just going to throw off a Flamethrower. I don't think Scarf Knockoff also won't knock me out, so this must be Sash. Or it's just really bulky. No, it is Sash. Oh, we got a burn. That's really big. I apologize. So Knockoff's going to come out. We're going to lose our boots. And down goes the Pawniard. That's huge, actually. Well, I apologize. Because he could have, like, knocked off into Sucker Punch games or something like that, or got off his rocks on my Will-O-Wisp, trying to get around it. That is unfortunate. I do apologize. So it was a Sash lead Pawniard. It's good to know that that thing's gone. As now the only issue. The only issue is out comes that freaking Dupiter. There ain't much I can do about that one. Unfortunately. Dupiter's a big issue. So is that Litwick, honestly. I didn't really prep for Litwick. I'll be 100% honest. I do like nothing to it. Which is also very scary. So, yeah. Actually, that's pretty scary. We'll see what we can do, though. He's definitely thinking about his play. That might have tilted him a little bit, too, which I definitely understand. That was really unfortunate. He doesn't know that I have Will-O-Wisp, and even then he could have played around it if he did know that I had Will-O-Wisp and all that stuff. So Azula's going to come out. Now I need to check. Does this thing get Aqua Jet? I'm pretty sure it does. Okay. Azurill. Aqua Jet. It's Berry Juice. It does knock us out here. And the only issue, I can go into my Yamask, honestly. I can probably... Oh, there's no Krogunk. I just realized there's no Krogunk. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so this is going to come out. We're going to get rid of its huge power as well. Which is really nice. And from here, it's Life Orb. Part of me really wants to throw off a Psychic. I mean, a Shadow Ball. I know this is a normal type, obviously, but, like, I guess Psychic is unresisted at this point. I have no reason to not throw off a Psychic. So that's what I'm going to do. Why not? That thing is Life Orb, too, which is very scary. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. We don't do that much with Psychic. But we could always Will-O-Wisp it, too. Maybe I could have thrown off a Wisp. I don't want to let in the, what do you call it for free, though? The Litwick, if it's like a faster Litwick. We do have a little bit of speed. Not too much, though. So, yeah, that's actually pretty scary. I'm not a big fan of the Litwick. Especially because it might be Trick Room for this thing. If it's not Trick Room, though, then he would need to be a lot of speed to outspeed us. Well, he would need to be very invested. Was like maybe Dupiter. So we're gonna throw off a big Psychic. That is what me and the boys call Eviolite. Good lord. Okay. So I'm gonna switch out. I do expect the webs to come up. I do expect the webs to come up, and it sucks because we don't have our boots anymore on our dude. So he's gonna scald. So there's the burn. Can't get too upset about that after the early game burn that I got. That was much lower odds. I'm gonna throw off a toxic, expecting the Goldeen to come in with the lightning rod. Didn't check. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. This thing's a big threat though, so we're gonna throw off a toxic. Awesome. That's something we'll take. I will say, I think that the moment I get in my, dude, my, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on his name? Why am I blanking on his name? My guy here, my rock type. We're actually in a pretty good spot. That's honestly pretty nice. The only issue is I don't really switch into this. So I kind of want to Scald. Yeah, I'm going to Scald. Because why not? Let's throw off a big one. Get a little bit of chip on this thing. See exactly what he wants to go for. We are not Water Absorb, which is unfortunate. We're a little bit weaker to the Joltik as well. I'm just going to Scald. He's trying to make a double. 21 Jump Street, what is this? Yeah, give me a Scald. Sick. Yeah, he must not have Flip Turn either. So that's a Scald. Do we get a burn? Crit. Burn. Oh my goodness, I apologize. That really sucks. Okay, well, down goes that thing. That's really fortunate for us. So my main thought process was I can chip that thing down, at least force it to rest if it is rest talk, which is something you can definitely see coming to try and stop me. But I just don't have pivots into it right now. And if it is, you know, like Droid or something like that, I can use it to set up with my Dupe Hider. I mean, not my Dupe Hider, my Binacle. That's its name. I remembered its name. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna throw off a Scald. Like, I don't see this super big drawback. We get no types of damage off. That's good to know. Oh shit, it's Sword Stance. Okay. How fast is Goldeen? So we're gonna go into our dude. It's very scary. So we're gonna knock off its Lightning Rod, which is really, I mean, get rid of its Lightning Rod, which is really big. So now it just has Mummy. Which is dope. I'm just gonna throw off a Shadow Ball. Because why not? Let's see if it's Eviolite. I'm actually really scared of this thing now. So I know he's probably not Rest. It's most likely Eviolite, and if he's Rest, I'm not in the worst spot in the world. Honest to God. So how healthy? Oh, that's a roll from max attack, which is scary. I don't really need Simplord. Yeah, it's pretty useless, so I can kind of scout for the Aqua Jet as well. And I can fake it out. And put it in range, hopefully. So this will let me stall a turn. Fake out into Sledge Whip should always kill, even if it's Eviolite. Like, max for death. But we'll see. It's actually pretty scary. I'm terrified of this thing. Wow. I didn't think of SD. I thought maybe like a Restock set to like try and take advantage of detoxing it, but this also makes a lot of sense. It's just a boost pass and really put a lot of hurt on me. That's really scary. We'll see, though. So it's going to be poison. I mean, flinched. And then the poison's going to put it down into range of one more. So that's fine with me, honestly. I want to throw off a Sludge Wave. And from there, we can just throw off a big hit. Yeah, so it doesn't have Aqua Jet, so that's cool. We're going to fake out into Sludge Wave and knock out this. Sick! Okay. Now we're in a tough spot against the, what do you call it? The, this thing. I don't really have a switch into this. And I'm mummied now. So honestly, I'm going to let myself go down. I'm going to try and set up my endgame. Okay. And I don't think this thing has Zurill. Into Binacle, Binacle, Binacle. If it does not have huge power, it does not do really any damage to us, in all honesty. What's left? Yeah, we're going to try and set up a Shell Smash. So we're going to Shell Smash up. Out comes the Litwick. We're going to Shell Smash with Big Binacle. And hopefully set up an endgame for ourselves. Yeah, I'm just going to click Liquidation. This thing could be Sash, which would be annoying, but like, I'm fine with just nabbing my damage on this. So we're going to throw off a Liquidation. I don't want to risk the miss. I just feel like it's super counterintuitive. It is Sashed. Unfortunate. Because it definitely did not live that hit. Trick Room's going to pop. That's really scary. Maybe I should have Rock Blasted then. So we're going to Liquidation. I don't know if this thing can even knock us out. Let's see. Energy Ball. Oh, that's definitely going to knock us out. Good night. Okay. Let's see. My next check is going to be... I should prioritize rocks. This is actually a really iffy endgame now. So I want to see my Chinchou. It's not Life Orb. It's Sashed. So Chinchou should never die. See what we can do. We're gonna Volt Switch. Energy Ball. Oh, I just forgot the Energy Ball. Oh my god, we might die. Don't die. Let's go. I literally just looked at the Energy Ball, and I already forgot it. Okay, so we're EVO, so we live that. Thank the Lord. Okay, so now we go into Baltoy, because he is extra useless. How useless is he, though? I need to see the Azurill calc versus... And our, or what do you call it? Our Chinchou can actually potentially live a hit from the Azurill from here, which is actually really interesting. So out comes Dupe. Big Dupe. Let's see. Info. Trick Room, there's 2 turns left. And then I do want to see Vullaby versus Dupider. He's modest, like max special attack. We do not die. So I think I'm gonna sack off my Chin Chow. Scald's gonna come out. I really wish I was water absorbing this matchup. Oh, Owen. Okay. It's fine. There's one more turn of Trick Room. We're gonna get into our... Yeah, I'm gonna Nasty Plot. That's pretty no drawback at this point. Scald. We are Berry Juice, and we should live. No crit. Dope. So we're gonna Nasty Plot up. Now we just gotta hit 2 Aegislashes. Actually, let me see the Azurill calc. So here's 1 Aegislash. Boom. This should knock out the Dewpider. Very scary endgame. Now Azurill's gonna come in. So it's a Life Orb, which means this Aegislash into Life Orb recoil should knock it out. We just have to hit this Aegislash. But Body Slam and Aqua Jet should knock us out. So we hit the Aegislash and we should win. Awesome. GG's to Viz. We definitely got very, very fortunate during that game. But I do think we set up the end game very nicely. We were a little bit unprepared for that Goldeen, which is very, very scary, but I'm glad we were able to nab that one from him. That was definitely a very good game. Again, I do apologize. We did get very, very fortunate in some instances in said game, but we'll take it. We'll take it. I should have Rock Blasted the Litwick too. Should have known that it was Trick Room the way that it came in, but I was a little bit scared to kind of act on that, unfortunately. Just because I didn't want to miss my Rock Blast, because I think if I didn't get any damage on that thing, then it would have been, potentially even worse. But we were able to pull it out despite me kind of having a few blunders there in the end game and getting a little bit too, cold feet. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, be sure to drop a sub. If you're watching the videos every day and you haven't dropped a sub, be sure to do so. It really helps me out, lets me know you're enjoying the videos, and it's completely free, so you might as well drop one. And if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys with week 3 next week. Later.